your superhero. Fly away. It's the first time of today. To dream, believe. You are the strength, you're all I need. Oh, gonna give it a shot. Only one of me to shield you all from the enemy. You're a superhero. You're a superhero. Like you, be strong to hold the powers of the sun. To dream, believe in strength. Now I'm the only one. Only one. Until I broke the rules, my life destroyed. A life destroyed. Until I walk awake, scream my mind, I shout, the ground shakes. How much can I take? My mind will break. Will it break? Can I take? Can I be your superhero? Superhero. Can I be your superhero? Superhero. Superhero. Fly away. It's the first time of today. To dream, believe. You are the strength, you're all I need. Oh, gonna give it a shot. Only one of me to shield you all from the enemy. You're a superhero. You're a superhero. Can I be your superhero? Superhero. 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 Can I be your superhero? Like you, be strong to hold the powers of the sun. a superhero. Can I be your superhero? Superhero. 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 Can I be your superhero? Like you, be strong to hold the powers of the sun. To dream, believe in strength. Now I'm the only one, only one. I was an ordinary boy until I broke the rules. My life destroyed. Life destroyed. Until I woke awake, scream my mind, I shout, the ground shakes. How much can I take? My mind will break. Will it break? Can I take? Can I be your superhero? Superhero. Can I be your superhero? Superhero. Superhero. Superhero.
Well, good afternoon, good evening, good morning to everybody out there. Jason here at Signature Esports. It's a pleasure to have you live and in charge. So a little countdown to green here as Chop Racing gets back in the action here tonight as Saturday Night Racing reassumes its role and everybody does the thing that is the thing. And you're going to see drivers out there qualifying, having themselves a grand old good time. Well, you know, we're doing the thing. So Chopp'N Up Media Podcast on board tonight for the Chopp'N XFINITY Series Rise to the Ranks playoff race here tonight as drivers go to work and show up, show out. They do the thing. They do the thing that is required of them, which is, doing the thing. So we appreciate it. Thank you, Budgie. Thank you very much, Mr. Van Ness. Thank you, Mr. Dudley, Big Old Roll Tide, and the Big FU to Cancer. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. All the drivers working. And maximizing the input. Driver cams are set. Been live long enough that I can't put driver cams in after the fact. Except for one. Things got disconnected on my end. So I got driver cams put in. And then we're missing a driver cam. So, yep. Let's see. All right. Late to the party. Mr. Dove. I'll call him out. Calling you out, sir. No, I'm totally kidding. I don't care. I want to make sure everybody gets put in. Anywho, let's get rid of that. Let's do that. We're running Kentucky tonight, and it's going to be a blast, and we're going to see everybody roll up, roll out, do the thing, and, maximize everything. So the driver's going to be out there doing what they've got doing. We're going to run 120 laps according to what I saw out there. Stage lap completion, lap 40, not lap 30. So that's going to be a part of it. No fast repair for the drivers, 100% fuel. Ball status, B&B Music, Cabinet Box, of course, Dove Farms LLC giving you your victory lane here tonight. So we appreciate it. But thank you to Chop Shop and the Chopp'N Up podcast. Ryan's going to be back in very soon. He's going to be making more and more podcasts. So check out their YouTube channel. Make sure you join the Discord if you want to be a part of this series as well. We're going to see who's going to be doing what when it comes to the racing here. Track temperature here at qualifying 78 degrees on the 1.46 mile length racing surface. Lap time's going to be about the 30-second mark. Fall off's going to be kind of big. Kentucky does have a tendency to fall off. And we'll see if this track still produces multi-geared racing or if it's kind of going to be a bottom side. It's a massive day. Massive to see. That is the way it is. So drivers are going to be out there. You're going to see the drivers on the pylon. They have a purple color. That means they're a playoff driver. Everybody else, well, they won't have a color to them. They'll just be highlighted like it normally looks, and we'll roll with it. It'll be the way it goes. This is the first race in the second round of the playoffs, and right now everybody's got a hold in their own. So it's going to be good. Be good to see. It'll be good to get through the playoffs, and I know that another series is going to be up and running very soon, and I like it. I like seeing what what things are in store for the series and what's going to happen with it. That's just kind of by nature of things. Excuse me. So yeah, there it is. Playoffs. Look at us. Driver's going to be gridding right now. We're going to take a look at the points real quick. Tyler Lemon does have a 6-point advantage. 4 wins on this right now. Has basically a race advantage over the field. Kevin Winker solid as it would be as well. Blake Dudley third in the point standings, 18 points above the cutoff line. Joe Hudson, Mark Retchen, Brad Dove, Andrew Davis, Robert Dudley. Your top 8 in the point standings. If the next round would begin, that would be it right there. So it'll be massive. We'll have to see who does what here. Starting grid for tonight's race as drivers go and get locked in for 120 laps at Kentucky. Kevin Winker, Joe Hudson are going to be on the front row. Blake Dudley, Mark Retchen in row number 2. Zukic, Tyler Dudley, row number 3. Andrew Davis, Zach Thompson, row number 4. Brad Dove, Robert Dudley going to be there, row number 5. Tyler Lemon, Jerry Culver, row number 6. Row 7 should be Clint Hackett, R.B. Turner, that Ron Holyfield, Michael Bosworth out there. Franker, I believe, is your RC tonight, so he is not going to be running. But Brian Workman is out there, so 17 drivers making it happen. So the RC duties falling to Mr. Michael Strickland, who is filling in for Nathan Bigart, who is at the Kansas race. Hopefully, he is having a good time. I hope that he is, because, well, we like seeing everything that is everything. Kevin Winker is the guy. Final stage, is going to be not that. What is going on with the race analysis? Yeah, final stage is not 40 laps. Final stage is going to be 80 laps. So we'll see. We'll see if that's going to fare out and how that's going to work out like it's supposed to. Let's see. It's going to work. Stage 1's 40 laps. Final stage is 80 laps. I don't even know. I don't know. I just work here. But yeah, it is what it is. Final stage will be 80 laps. So 120 laps total. Kevin Winker and the Winker Nation trying to get things. Thank you. Much love, Budgie. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Hope everybody's having a wonderful evening. Good to see everybody out there. Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. If you haven't done so, reach up, hit that like button for me. It goes a long way to support what I do and how I try to continue to grow the platform to be able to have more eyes on the prize when it comes to not just gaming, not just iRacing, but just everything in general. All the good causes that we try to support. And the philanthropist in me says we gotta grow in order to get more eyes on everything that is going on here. So do that for me. Make sure you hit those comments. Make sure you hit those things that you need to do. Subscribe to our YouTube channels. Follow us on Facebook, and follow us, of course, on Twitch. Signature Esports across platforms at Real Sig Esports on X and Signature Esports on TikTok if you want to follow us over there. All right, we're ready to go. I'm ready to go. You're ready to go. How about we do it, folks? Let's go green flag racing as we see the best of the biz. We're green. All right, so be it. Kevin Winker taking back over to leave. Joe Hudson did get that lap led. They'll be door to door into the corner. Hudson trying to cross back over. We'll see Blake Dudley in tow. Joe Hudson fastest lap of the race so far. A great racetrack. Banking on this racetrack. Very, very much subliminally looking. A lot of drivers utilize the very bottom tires below the yellow line kind of situation. 89 searches for the outside. 94, 89 side by side down to the back straightaway. Mark Retchin in tow as well. Retchin finishing second last night of the race that I called. It was absolutely cool. We'll see Blake Dudley on the move to the outside. Little wall tap. 42 was pushing up out of the corner, but Blake had a big run there, so we'll see if any of that has any apparent situation. He blows that second lane. But Dudley door to door. Dudley takes over.
Hours of the sun. To dream, believe in strength. Now I'm the only one. Only one. I was an ordinary boy until I broke the rules. My life destroyed. A life destroyed. Until I woke awake, scream my mind.
Excuse me, sorry.
The ground shakes.
For reconnecting.
How much can I take? My mind will break. Will it break?
Yep.
Can I take? Can I be your superhero?
It happened last night. It happened today. I'm just shuts it down. I have a clue. Not a clue, folks. We didn't lose anything on the stream.
Can I be your
Just lost
superhero?
iRacing. I don't understand. Do the best that we can. We'll keep rolling. Here we go. All right. Just keeping our eyes on it here. 10 laps in. Ready to go on stage one. Kevin Winker, Blake Dudley right now at 10th, separating the drivers. The race was just picking up there. Mark Hutchin in that third spot. Zukic rolling. Joe Hudson off the read from the start of the race. Back to Saban. Tyler Dudley in that 15. Having a good time. The 11 of Mr. Pop down at the bottom. So yeah, not very, very happy, but we'll, I don't know. Not quite sure. Not at all. Okay, all right, let's do our thing. And now a little extra happening here. Checking on your drivers and the driver cams. There's Mr. Robert Dudley right back here up 3, getting the inside of Zach Thompson there. Tyler Lemon just behind. Kevin Winker, your race leader. So far, 13 of 120 being completed. 27 to go in stage 1. Drivers trying to maximize everything they've got going on. Absolutely love it. We're back. Welcome back, everybody. Oh, Clint Hackett. Looking ahead, he's got Brad Dove just ahead of him. Good look to the onboard there, Regulator Racing. And a touch of the good stuff. RB Turner managing as well. It's a good track for RB. It's got a flat side to it. I mean, there's banking to it, and it's decent banking, 18-degree banking, but it'll show who's going to be saving tires and who's not going to be saving tires. Right now, Kevin Winker, Blake Dudley still managing. That would have been Tyler Dudley's camera right there, I believe. Somebody's camera. Whose camera was that? Who am I missing? Uh-oh. Oh, that's Zukic's camera. I'm going to hang it up. Or if he had the same issue I had. I don't know. That was crazy. Anyway, that's supposed to be Zook. There is Tyler Dudley. Yeah, I don't know what happened, Budgie. Hopefully everything's good. Looks like it's fine. I can see it on my end being fine right now. There's Brad Dove. Late to the party, but don't count him out. Yeah, Bossert just ahead of him. Little ball scrape. Hold on to it. Good deal. Yeah, iRacing crashed, and I don't know why. No. You know, I'm to the point where there's a possibility that I might wipe the iRacing computer. Oh, Boz, little wall tap there. Holds on to it. Everybody's good. Kevin Winker, Blake Dudley, door to door. A little bit here, the 89 right on the back bumper of Kevin Winker. Has a good run here. Well, our driver cams in honor of, well, you know, everything that we do. So keep kicking butt, keep taking names. Make sure we're not sending too much bit rate out. No, we should be fine. We'll whoa it up just a little bit just in case. Kevin trying to hold on. Joe Hudson back to third. Good charge here at the end. We get close to the end of the stage. 20 underway, 21 laps to go on the stage. It happens. It happens. The stage looking awesome. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. I just, iRacing crashed on me. So I don't know why. Needs to quit. That's 2 days in a row that it crashed on me, and I'm not a fan of anything like that crashing. Shouldn't be a problem. All right, Kevin Winker now pulling 4/10 of a second over Blake Dudley. Joe Hudson traveling back forward. Mark Rutchin back to fourth. Tyler Lemon is now on the move. Lemon to the 24, 29 to the back bumper. Out of the back straightaway. Things should be looking good. Everything looks fine. So, I don't know. Again, like I said, just work here. I say just work here in the kindest of ways, folks. Kevin being tracked back down by Blake Dudley here. Blake salvaging a little bit of a run. Closing back into the back bumper. Thank you, Budgie, for letting me know. The thing. Only driver inside the top 10 that is not a playoff driver right now. Ron Holyfield. Zach Thompson just behind him. RB Turner, Justin Zukic working. Brad Dove. Last of the playoff drivers in the field right now working. We got a couple of weeks left of this series. Looking through kind of just where I see the niceties. It's been a good series. It really has. Some of the best racing that Chop Shop's been able to put on. I really enjoyed it. We've got this week, we got Darlington, and then get the championship race at Auto Club. It's going to be on October 25th. So we're down to the wire. And then I do believe we'll see what happens on Saturdays. Kevin Winker through the field. Yeah, and we've got 3 different lead changes so far. Kevin Winker has a quarter second, 2/10 of a second now as Dudley works through it. Tyler Lemon, the fastest driver on the racetrack currently, but about a 10th faster than the top 3 ahead of him. So we'll see if he's got enough time with that 1.5 second gap, try to close it back down. Kevin Winker, 25 laps led. Blake Dudley get credit for a lap led as well. Joe Hudson, he led a lap too. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I work here. 26 of 120. Blake Dudley, bottom side, working up and out, closing in the distance. Winker able to run that second lane. Again, when I talk about multi-groove racing, this track can present itself as a multi-groove track. Oh, hard hit for the 42. On that right side. That was a pretty nasty stick right there. He's still continuing, so he looks fine. He's mashing the gas. 89 to the 42. Hudson still working right now. Tyler Lemon is closed in. The 1.1, 13 laps to go onto the stage. Everybody battling. Robert Dudley's got himself around. Andrew Davis in 7th. What a Toy Story action. He changes his paint scheme like we change underwear. And not once a week. Daily, folks. Daily. Okay? Tyler Dudley back to 8th. RB Turner up 5. As Ron Holyfield up 5 as well behind him in that 21. Little quick lane. Ryan Blaney. That's a Ryan Blaney look right there, and I like it. Pop. Digging here. Brad Dove trying to close in that 2-second gap. Clint Hackett just behind him. Kevin Winker still a good battle here. 29 of 120. Right now, Tyler Lemon Be door to door to the 94. That 1 second gap becoming a little bit more as they run a little bit side by side. The arrow massive here. 29 throttles up. We'll clear the 94. And we'll see if Tyler has anything over the next 11 laps. Been able to manage. Blake Dudley backed up the corner last time by. We'll see the 89 work. 89.42. Tyler Lemon closing in. We'll see if he's got anything. 10 laps to go to the stage. 31 being completed. Kevin Winker still your race leader. Let's see where some more of the racing's going on. Joe Hudson still closing. Has a good long-run race car. Just trying to manage 45 of the 23 side by side. Justin Zukic looking ahead. There's the 13 of Jerry Calder, keeping himself calm, cool, and collected. Little B-dubs on board of the 13. But Hackett to the back bumper of Brad Dove. It's a good racetrack to be able to make things nice and fun. Kevin Winker trying to manage the playoffs right now. Dudley setting up the corner. Gonna wheel that car into the bottom. 3/4 of a second now back for Tyler Lemon. These two up and out. Netcode wall tap right there for the 89. He's fine. That's what that smoke is that you see whenever they come out of turn 4. Now Kevin Winker able to battle. Bottled up for the 89. Gets right to the back bumper of the 42. Separated by half a car length. Now drops in, trying to pull the air. 42 dumps the dirty air on the 89. Throttle out for the 2. As they go to work. Tyler Lemon has caught them. Half second the gap. Maybe punched the microphone. Races on for the stage. Blake Dudley. What a challenge here. Tyler looking to set up and try to make the pass on the inside. Gonna pull the air. Corner exit. Driver's working. Top 3 within a blanket. 42 able to hold on. 29 doubles up the bottom side of the racetrack. His throttle up. The response time on the car is huge. And Tyler able to get underneath the car. Trying to manage the corner as the 89 be able to work. 89 out of the 29, up and out of the corner. Oh, into the wall for the 89. 29's got to clear himself a little bit quicker. And so does Blake. Blake needed to clear himself there, right in the middle of all of that. 5 laps to go to the stage. Left side tires below the yellow line there is going to lose some ground here on the back straightaway. Able to throttle back up, kind of double burp the corner. 29 to the 42. Tyler Lemon will have 4 laps to try to track down Kevin Winker. Up and out. Nope, he's going to hit the wall. But makes his way all the way back up to second. Makes his way up to second. From the tail of the field up 9. See if he's going to be able to do the same thing. The same thing we saw Kevin Winker do earlier in the race. And 3 to go to the stage. To manage. 42, second lane. 29, double throttles out. 42 trying to have that second lane exit, but the 29's there. Kevin Winker down. Tyler Lemon to the bottom side. We'll see if he has any closing rate on the corner exit. Going to lose to the dirty air of Kevin Winker. 2 to go. Battle for the stage is on. Tyler back to the bottom side. Within a tenth, throttled up. Tyler Lemon sending it on the corner. It's going to be side by side with the 42. That's going to help. Tyler Lemon send the corner. 42 back on the outside. Kevin Winker trying to roll. 29 on the throttle out. One more time. Kevin Winker will see it. White flag waves for the stage. Tyler Lemon has to find a way to get clear. He can roll door to door with him. Kevin Winker's got great defense. Now remember, I call about the stage presence here. Call it the stage curse. Tyler will follow. 42 runs a little bit lower than what we're used to seeing him do. But out of the corner, it'll be fine. Kevin Winker. Tyler Lemon, 1-2. Blake Dudley, 3rd. Joe Hudson will be in 4th. Mark Retchen, 5th. Robert Dudley cleared Mark Retchen. I do believe, actually, I take that back. I believe Retchen was ahead of Robert Dudley at the line. Let's go back and take a look here. Let's take a look. Yep. Yeah, Mark Retchen was ahead of Dudley at the line. Bam, one more time. And bloop. Yeah, Mark Retchen has the line. Nice. All right, Kevin Winker wins the stage. Got to get rid of that stage curse. It's gone, right? At least I think it's gone. He swept it last week. See if he does it again. Tyler Lemon will be a lot closer this time, though. We'll see if he manages this race in the early going. All right, folks, grab your drinks, grab your popcorn. We got 80 laps to go, and they'll come to pit road, get their tires, their fuel, and we'll see if we can get a green flag search out of all of this. I'll be right back. Yo, go check out Chop Shop's YouTube channel. Be back. All right, lights are off on the pace car. We're back to it. Everybody got their popcorn, got their hydrations, got their stretches in. Got all the things that are magical. But you wants a race car. I like it. Kevin Winker, Tyler Lemon. Kevin Winker's going to restart to the outside. Lemon on the inside. See the 89, the 94. Mark Retchett up in tow. Robert Dudley there as well. We'll see how the drivers fare out. Brad Dove, tail of the field. Going on 43. Everybody on the lead lap. That's what we see. Restart zone. They're going their green. 76 laps to go. Tyler Lemon down on the short chute. It's going to be able to throttle up quick here and clear the 42. 42 doubles back. We'll see what Tyler Lemon can do now. Back on the outside, Kevin Winker, current leader on the outside lane. Tyler Lemon down to the bottom side. We'll see if Kevin goes back on defense, how hard he can run Tyler Lemon here. Right now, Tyler dropping into the corner. Kevin trying to stretch the hand here. Robert Dudley to the back bumper of the 29, crossover to the inside. Tyler tried to turn it on the corner on Robert Dudley there. Wasn't clear. Mark Retchett to the outside. Now the race has changed for Tyler. Joe Hudson of the 94, CZ89 of Blake Dudley. Again, drivers might be just saying, hey, I'm going to save a little bit. Kevin Winker pushing awfully hard. So is Robert Dudley. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I like to see it. Now lounge, folks. Gotta sneeze. I have sneezed. RB, clear of Ron Holyfield. Holyfield on the outside. Jerry Culver up a couple of spots working. Brad Dove, tail of the field here. Behind Justin Zukic. Making a run on the 45. Every position is a spot right now. Mark Retchett closing back in on Kevin Winker. Retchett up 2. Dudley, Tyler Lemon, both drivers up 7 spots. Brad Dove off 8. And Zukic on the outside. Dove working. Check in on Tyler Dudley. Down over this race line. He's got the Mario lean on. I like it. Brian Ortman up on the outside lane. As long as you don't hear the end all to be all right. RB Turner bottom side. Going to be door to door with Ron Holyfield. Going to give a lot of room here. Andrew Davis on the bottom side of the racetrack just ahead. RB pushing. Trying to do what he can here. When you're side by side with the same driver for quite a while, it becomes an issue. But Hackett working. Brad Dove has cleared him. Clinton, the right move. Looking on those night moves. And how about Robert Dudley sitting at third? 1.15 back. Tyler Lemon, Blake Dudley trying to do what they can. Kevin Winker trying to sweep the race. Mark Retchen trying to get himself around the 42 here. Battle for the lead is on. Second lane with an X shape out of the corner. Kevin's 3 and 4 is amazing. 1 and 2 can go well, but the defensive line on the racetrack has been his ability to be able to turn turn on 3 and 4, because the back straightaway nets a level playing field. Kevin able to run that second and third seam out of the corner. We'll see what Mark Retchen can do here. See if he can close it back down. Kevin able to pull away a little bit better for Mark Retchen that last time by. About a half a tenth. Robert Dudley, 31-8-1 his last time by. Kevin Winker, 31-6-7. Tyler Lemon right on the back bumper to the 49 here. Well, top 5 all playoff drivers. Jerry Culver's pushed his way forward here. Joe Hudson off a few spots from the start of the race. Had a good qualifying effort. Tyler Lemon trying to clear the 49. Dudley right there with him. 29 drives the bottom. 49 up and out. And the 89 trying to go with the 29 to get that one more spot as these two travel the corner. 2 seconds the gap now. 89 to clear the 49. Jerry Culver, Joe Hudson, Ron Holyfield, 7 spots. As the Xfinity car is still working. Kevin Winker, half second the gap now between he and Tyler Lemon. 64 laps to go. See the cycle roughly about, some drivers might put about halfway. Some drivers will run the length of their fuel cycle. If you've got the pace to be able to do so, it'll be interesting to see. Mark Retchen looked like he just hit a proverbial wall. It's Kevin Winker, 31.96 the last time by. Mark Retchen, 32 flat. Tyler Lemon has dropped so far back now that he and Blake Dudley, any tire saving that they did, is almost a moot point at this point. Thank you, Budgie, for the 500 biddies. I appreciate you. Adding to the timer. It's still going. Yeah. You know. It's there. Kevin Winker, 3/4 of a second. Tyler Lemon, 31.88, 32.07 last time for Kevin Winker. Quarter second difference from Mark Retchen. Mark pushed hard there as we approached about the halfway mark. 59 complete this time by, 60 underway. I was trying to short shoot their way around. 1.5 the gap, 32.15 last time by. Blake Dudley, fastest driver of the racetrack, still running sub-32s. A 31.97 the last time by. Got to settle in. Looking a little higher. Want to get to Kevin Winker. Driver's trying to work. Blake Dudley's last lap, a little slower. Right now, Jerry Culver, Joe Hudson. Joe Hudson. Test of the waters, getting a little bit of clean air. Able to travel forward. Kevin Winker, Mark Retchen, his last lap, 32.408. Leader's last lap, 32.175. This time by 32.35 to a 32.24. Kevin Winker, 1.2 second to advantage right now We'll have to see how the race plays on. '33 and the 21 side by side. I don't know why iRacing switched that one on me. It's not what was supposed to happen. Andrew Davis back on the inside. RB Turner spots the advantage. 33 trying to clear Ron Holyfield. Holyfield up in the outside lane. 33 running a 32.44. Tyler Lemon has gotten around Mark Retchen. Blake Dudley trying to do the same thing. A 10th the advantage for Tyler Lemon the last lap. Kevin Winker 1.3 second advantage. Most laps led today. That'll go to Kevin Winker. Tyler Lemon not done yet. Blake Dudley door to door. Mark Retchen able to battle back on the outside. A touch here. The car turning like it's probably a giant paperweight right now. 24 to the 89. '89 still trying to clear. Tyler Lemon, a 10th and a half better last time by. Kevin Winker is leveled off and stand right where he needed to be. He's your race leader. 1.1 the gap. 55 laps to go. Rachel and Skyler out there. Let's go Lemon. He's trying. Working his butt off. '94 to the back bumper to the 49. There's Bosford, Zach Thompson. Little three-car pack. Tyler Dudley back on the inside. Trying to work his way back forward. Clint Hackett there up on the outside trying to get clear of the 25. Got a whole lot happening there. 28 bottom side, 25. Egg shapes. Kind of an awkward line. Keeps the driver behind you at bay, but at the same time allows the 28 to turn the corner. A lot better than what the 25 is doing right now, but Clint, I believe, is just giving himself a whole lot of extra room. 15 looking to the outside. Looking for clean air here to set up a run in the corner. Double breaks the corner. The 28 trying to work, trying to set up a run here. Going to get a run. Had the outside advantage with the 25. Unable to get there. Jerry Culver in 7th. And Ron Holyfield inside the top 10. Those are non-playoff drivers. RB Turner able to clear for 9th as Andrew Davis just ahead. Kevin Winker, half second the gap now to Tyler Lemon. Blake Dudley working. Again, a chance for Kevin Winker to save a little bit here. Knowing there's a battle brewing, right? It's got to be there. Jerry Culver in 7th at 5. He's the 33 rolling forward. Andrew Davis, his last lap, a 10th better than the leader. Dudley, 32.63. Pushed hard early. To see if that was the game plan to be able to save, or was it just a management opportunity. We're at 6th right now, back into the field. Joe Hudson back to 5th. Mark Retchen in 4th where he started. They're able to keep it close. 32.64 his last time by. Mark might be saving here as well. Kevin Winker now has to manage the gap. 50 laps to go. Challenge accepted. Hudson to the inside of Mark Retchen. A lot of room there for the 94. 24 to the back bumper of the 94. Double brakes right there. You see him get a little bit squirrely. That's just because of having to double up the brakes. Brad Dove, Zukic back on the inside. Zukic saved a little bit, went back a few spots here. We'll see if he's going to be able to turn the corner. 25 down to the door of the 45. Trying to turn in and trying to anticipate where he's going to be. Oh, Brad Dove across the nose of the 15. Brad Dove tried to protect the bottom side. And turn across the nose of Tyler Dudley. Tyler Dudley was there. He was on the bottom side. 25 tried to turn in. The 15 was still there. 25 comes all the way down the racetrack. And Tyler couldn't do anything but try to lift there. So Brad Dove goes around. And we're going to see basically a repeat of what we just saw. Everybody's going to be able to come to pit road. Tires and fuel, be able to make it to the end. Kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. Like having a second stage caution. Well, pretty close to it. All right. Excuse me. 48 laps to go as they come to pit road. And it'll be 47 when they touch the line. Everybody, grab your second batch of popcorn. Let's do it again. All right, back to it. Kevin Winker back a spot there. I wanted to see what happened on the start of the race. A few drivers pushing hard here at the end of this one. And Mark Retchen went early in the box. Now Tyler Lemon to get clear. We'll see Blake Dudley, Robert Dudley, Tyler Lemon, Kevin Winker. Winker back on the outside. 42 laps to go. So Blake Dudley working. Kevin Winker trying to travel back. Davis up a spot. Back on the inside. Davis worked himself to 12th here. Mark Retchen down to the field right here on the race-off pit road. And now having to manage where he is at right now. Again, Kevin on 73, Dove back in on 74. Tail of the field. Trying to work his way back into it. Kevin Winker back on the inside. The driver's going back to the save mode. Kevin Winker pushing hard here. Blake Dudley right back on the back bumper of Kevin Winker. So kind of a crazy restart there. Maximum effort. All the things that roll and all the people that go. Quarter second now the gap. Tyler Lemon. Got to make sure he's clear of Robert Dudley. And the early going here. Up and out. Robert Dudley back with a crossover. Almost have to mirror drive a little bit. Toward the end of that run, drivers were catching Kevin Winker at a decent closing rate. Tyler Lemon, one of those drivers. Blake Dudley back on the inside. Kevin back to that second lane. Again, same concept that we saw before. The one thing you don't want to do is slide the tires. Joe Hudson at fifth. Andrew Davis working. Brad Duff pushing very hard here. 37 laps to go. 11 back to the bottom side. A lot of drivers catch Brad Duff late in that run. 15 trying to go back to work. 23 at Bosworth there as well. Body trying to manage. 15 of Tyler Dudley. Changing the lane. Going a little bit higher. On corner exit. Gets right to the back bumper of Thompson. Bosworth, Jerry Culver. A change in the lane. Three-quarter of a second, the back to Tyler Lemon. Tyler trying to keep it closer this time. Manage the gap, manage the feed. Manage the information he's got going for him here. 35 laps to go. Last put it on 73. That was his pit stop time. Kevin Winker a little bit better. Mark Retchen. When he came to pit road, got out there to lead a lap. Had a good restart, but did not take tires. They're trying to have a set here for the end. Blake roll on the very bottom of the racetrack. Trying to roll to the back bumper of Kevin Winker. Kevin Winker trying to make the round of 8. Will no doubt have the opportunity to do so. Points reset for the final championship race. It'll be 8 drivers on a level playing field, and the highest finisher will win the championship here for the Rise to the Ranks Xfinity Series Chop Shop Racing. Again, chopping it up, Medium Podcast, giving to that to Action, Duff Farm LLC, Admin Box, Ball Status, B&B Music, Track Racer, and of course, the racing that it is. Off to Darlington next week, then Auto Club for the final race of the season. Both Tyler Lemon, Kevin Winker tied for the most wins. Stage wins go to Kevin Winker. He has 6, including today's race. Mark Retchen has 5 stage wins, still looking for that first win in the series. Dudley back to the inside on the 42. Corner exit down to the back straightaway, up to the door of the 42. Almost had if he can get door to door and try to roll the bottom side of the racetrack the way he is. Right now, the 42 has 3 cars traveling to him. An 1/10.5 the gap. Joe Hudson still running sub 32s. He's the drivers ahead of him, 30 laps to go. A lot of defense happened over the 42. Tyler Lemon, Robert Dudley behind Blake Dudley and Kevin Winker. They drove. And as Blake Dudley has that closing distance, tries to go up, tries to keep the 42 at bay. The 42 battles back on the outside. Slides the tires a little bit, so we'll see if Blake Dudley can make it happen again. 42's almost giving him the bottom side of the racetrack, saying, go ahead. Out of the corner, Winker back up. Door to door, 49 to the wall back here a little bit. Blake Dudley a little bit closer there. Corner exit. Kevin Winker is just giving him the bottom side of the racetrack. He's got it figured out. He's got the defensive line. Gonna let him burn him up a little bit here. Right now, 5 drivers within the distance. Joe Hudson right there to the back bumper of the 49. And the 89 needs to find the drive line that works to get around the 42. They can close in on the bottom side with clean air. But the moment they get side by side, the worse off it is for the driver behind him. The 42 continuing to basically beg them to go to the bottom side of the racetrack. 89 up and out of the corner. Trying to find a way to close the distance. Keeps it close. Keeps it rolling. Good look across the field. Brad Dove in 8th. Jerry Culver closes in to the 15 of Tyler Dudley working the outside lane. Mark Retchen, giving on 91, is a lap down. We try to work back to the drivers. Jerry Culver, Brad Dove, R.B. Turner up in the mix as well. Culver closing in on Brad Dove. Ron Holyfield just ahead of him. Blake Dudley is giving a lot of room to Kevin Winker. He's got to run him higher into the racetrack if he wants to be able to try to clear. Got to be up side by side. He's going to be there. And the best shot he's got is going to need Tyler Lemon there. Can he get clear into the corner? Blake Dudley, door to door with the 42. Throttled out on the back straightaway. He's got to run higher. He's got to be door-to-door with him. He's got to pull him back. Blake Dudley to the bottom. Kevin Winker runs him door-to-door as well. Up and out. Edging Kevin Winker. Just a touch. Kevin Winker still leads that lap. Tyler Lemon ready to pounce. Blake Dudley door-to-door. Again, same concept. Runs higher into the race line. 89 has to run down. And here's the 42. Blake Dudley back to the lead. Door-to-door, Kevin Winker. Blake Dudley trying to keep it interesting. Tyler Lemon trying to find a hole. And right now, Pack Racing. Dudley clears. Winker in tow. Winker can get it again. Winker backing up the corner, trying to throw it in. Blake Dudley up and out of the corner. Clean air now. Trying to pull away from Kevin Winker, who's now got the same shot that Blake Dudley had. And now Kevin Winker trying to work the outside lane. Tyler Lemon looking to the inside. Defensive posturing is massive. And Tyler Lemon back to the inside. Throws it into the corner. Blake Dudley wrapping the bottom of the racetrack. Pulls away. Kevin Winker, Tyler Lemon side by side. 20 laps to go. Kevin Winker had great defense here. It's not over, though. He can still roll it. 29 clears, 42 with a crossover. 94 in tow. Joe Hudson. Down to the bottom side of the racetrack. Door-to-door, slides the corner, 42, 94, door-to-door. Joe Hudson has saved a ton of tire. Kevin Winker in third. Blake Dudley, your race leader. Lemon trying to close it back down. Blake Dudley. In a 32.34 last time by, 19 laps to go. Kevin's not done yet. He can manage the next 19 laps. Joe Hudson, corner exit. Working the bottom of the racetrack again. Robert Dudley in tow. Robert Dudley, same thing, looking to try to make a pounce. Caution comes out. Clint Hackett involved. Brad Dove. Oh, man. Brad Dove right here. Brad Dove, a couple of drivers passing Brad Dove. Justin Zukic went to the outside. Just unfortunate circumstances. Pop gets involved. I didn't see anything that settled up before that. Let's take a look and see what happened to Brad Dove prior to that. So Zook trying to make the pass. Trying to avoid. Throws it into the corner. Dove up on the outside. Zook with a run. Saved his tires. Out of the corner. Zukic into it. Everybody coming to pit road. 45 back to the corner. Went to go to the outside. And Dove just could not get it. We'll see Blake Dudley, tires, fuel, everything. Tyler Lemon trying to win the race off pit road. He will have it. We'll see Blake Dudley, Joe Hudson, Kevin Winker back to fourth, Robert Dudley in fifth, Andrew Davis in sixth, Ron Holyfield in seventh, Zukic in eighth, R.B. Turner in ninth, Zach Thompson, car destroyed in the process of all of that. Brad Dove out of the race. Holy goodness. Well, folks, we appreciate you. Thank you very much to everybody for being out there again. We love ourselves some racing. All right, it'll be our third caution of the race. We will have about 15 laps to go. We'll have 14 laps to go when we come back to it and hit that green flag. Tyler Lemon, Blake Dudley, Kevin Winker, Joe Hudson. Now it's going to be all about the fast laps. Kevin Winker, good with the defensive line. If he can clear these drivers, he'll be fine. But a massive understatement. Ross, thank you for the like, sir. I hope you're having a great day, sir. Thank you very much for that like out there. Everybody watching Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, you're all amazing. Again, if you haven't hit that like button, I encourage you to do so. Thank you very much to everybody who has, and we appreciate it very much. All right, let's do the thing, folks. Let's do the thing. Back at it, green again. 29, across the line. Blake Dudley, Kevin Winker. Blake Dudley down on the bottom. Trying to make sure he clears Kevin Winker here. Joe Hudson door to door. We'll see Joe Hudson have to run up and try to make that happen. Tyler Lemon. It'll be 13 to go at the line. Trying to outstretch his hand, say, see you later. 94 to the 89 now. 42 on the outside lane. Andrew Davis there. The 94 throws it into the corner. Trying to work. It's clear. Outside working. 33 in the move. Andrew Davis. We're going to try to make a sprint into a marathon. Kevin Winker to the bottom side of the racetrack. Don't count out Kevin. It's far from over. Tyler Lemon, 3/10 of a second difference here. 12 laps to go. It'll be 11 this time by. Pulls the bottom side of the racetrack. Drivers backing up the corner. Joe Hudson with a big run to the inside. 94 looking at the 89. 94 dodges the corner here. 94 washes up a little bit. 42 is going to have a run on the 94 here. Might be able to get there. Might be able to see that inside lane. Gonna get there. Gonna work that outside. Oh, baby. Somebody going around. On Holyfield, Clint Hackett. 15 was there on the inside. Netcode. We're going to do it again. Fourth caution of the race. We come down to it. Albert Dudley to pit road. Well, it looked like he was coming to pit road. Looks like he just got a big blink. Clint Hackett to pit road, though, was involved in that one. Netcode just put Clint Hackett, put him in front of Clint Hackett there, and that's unfortunate. Tyler Lemon, your race leader. Was trying to stay clean. I know it, Pop. I know you were. I know you were. If you're out there on Twitch, you can do your drop. I got it up. It'll be a blind drop, but you'll be able to, it'll be there. There goes Budgie. Playoffs are over for you, but that's racing. You got one more race. You'll be 1 of 8, sir. 1 of 8. Jeez, Budgie. Way to come out swinging. Budgie came out the door. She came out and said, bam. I'm on drop 2. No, I'm not. Apparently I'm not. All right, you guys can do it again. Do it one more time. Need a perfect run at a track you're not so great at. You know, it's Darlington. Anything can happen, sir. Anything can happen. You guys got it. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Everybody watching on Twitch, the drop is for 99, a drop of a 99 or above. And that 99 gives us a 100 times multiplier on our stream. So if you want to take part in that, that's the best place to do it. We'll do it one more time because we'll be lights off on the pace car this next time by. And then we'll go back to it. So everybody, one more time if you want to. You don't have to. We'll do more of it after the fact. Yes, we will. Oh, Budgie landed again. All right. Nice job, Budgie. All right, I'm gonna do it one more time, and then we'll go to it. All right, we're gonna do it. Oh man, y'all are gonna be happy. As soon as it pops up, we're green. Let's go. right, back to it. Yeah, I did it. 99.52. I did it to myself. I did it to myself. I'll get it situated. All right, Tyler Lemon, Blake Dudley, Joe Hudson, your top three. Kevin Winker in tow. RB Turner up 9. Bosworth rolling as well. 9 spots gained for that driver. Robert Dudley up 2. Good job. That's 100 times multiplier. I don't know what to think about that. 6 laps to go. We're full sent. Lemon, Dudley, Hudson. Kevin Winker. Race is far from over. Big long laps. Kevin Winker trying to roll the back straightaway. Davis looking to the inside on RB Turner. RB working the outside lane. Brian Workman came in. Made sure his car was good to go. We're all rolling. Clint Hackett still trying to hold on to his car. Ron Holyfield out of the race. Pop out of the race. Brad Dove out of the race. Tyler Lemon making it 3 laps. We'll make it 3 laps to go this next time by. Ooh, baby, the marathon gonna get longer. Remember, at $4,500 raised, we're at $4,183 or $4,138. We're doing an IRL stream. We do have a $25 gift card to give away on the 14th. It's a Steam gift card, so it'll be all for you folks. It'll be awesome. Right now, the top 3 still within a blanket. Kevin Winker trying to roll down to the back straightaway. 3 laps to go. Tyler Lemon trying to take it off. Blake Dudley trying to get another one settled out of this one. Up and out. 2 to go. Kevin Winker. Come on, Kevin. I'm a Kevin fan today. Come on, Kevin. Andrew Davis looking to rip. Mark Rutchin back into the mix. Rutchin full sent and on point. Back on the lead lap. Able to roll out there and do what he can. Came at a 104. Got his tires then. He's good. Tyler Lemon to Blake Dudley. White flag waves. Final lap. And what's been an interesting race at Kentucky. And Kevin Winker trying to hold on to that 4th spot. Trying to get one more hard charge. Joe Hudson to the back bumper of Blake Dudley. But we'll see it out of 3 and 4. Final corner. Tyler Lemon rips it out. Says, it's mine. 5th win of the season. Gets a win at Kentucky. Blake Dudley, Joe Hudson, your top 3. Kevin Winker. We'll go up and give a little love to the 29. And give a lot of love to Blake Dudley, who battled him nice and hard there. Dudley's going to give him a lot of love as well. Joe Hudson to pit road. Kevin Winker, Blake Dudley had an epic battle. Tyler Lemon having an epic battle, but Tyler Lemon gets the win. And will almost inevitably lock himself into the championship 8. Tyler Lemon, Blake Dudley, Joe Hudson will be your top 3. Kevin Winker, Andrew Davis, your top 5. Tyler Lemon won this race on pit road. Mark Rutchin, RB Turner, Mark Rutchin, Robert Dudley, Jerry Cover, Michael Bosworth, your top 10. Zukic, Tyler Dudley, Brian Workman, Clint Hackett, Ron Holyfield. We'll see Zach Thompson, Brad Dove. And Stryker was your RC tonight. Thank you, Strickland. I appreciate you. Man, oh man. A good day. A good day. A good day. You sons of guns. A good day. What a good race. It was a good race. I liked it. I thought it was, I think it's a good track. I really like this track. I really do. I do. Tyler Lemon gets the victory here tonight in what was the race from pit road. Nice win. Okay, Dub. Kevin, I thought you were going to be able to hold the outside on the newer tires. Man, oh, man. Man, oh, man. Lost control of the lead and Dirty Eaters killer. Yep. That's what we watched. We watched it happen. But you and Blake had an epic battle, sir. You and Blake deservingly put up a good fight, and I tell you what, Blake was ultimately the reason that I thought I thought Blake was going to be the guy, and then caution comes out, changes everything, and man, oh man. But yeah, no, good race, man. Congratulations. I know you're going to be pretty well locked in as well to the next round, barring a catastrophe at a very large field next week. Should be good. But we'll talk to Tyler Lemon, who comes home in victory lane here tonight, as you won this race on pit road, sir. What a run.
Thanks, man. I needed this one, especially after last week. I don't know, last week just really messed my confidence up. So I needed this one, yeah, just glad I could pull it out. I was able to, I about passed Blake in the coming down pit road. He just was a little slower than the speed limit, and that pretty much got me out ahead of him right there.
It was where I was looking at this, and I was watching the Blake and Kevin battle there, and it was like, well, this might actually be Blake's race, and lo and behold, you never know when a caution's going to come out. This one had the basis of stages that you would see in basically NASCAR. It was almost split too evenly.
Yeah, I didn't want to caution. I wanted a green flag pit stop and, to keep going there. But, it is what it is. And, I was just saving my stuff, letting them hopefully burn their stuff up, and, started 10th and drove up through there. Didn't like the car in practice. Only had like 5 minutes, but didn't like it at all. Just didn't feel right. Changed a little something up with my brake bias, and then how I was running 1 and 2, and that was the key right there. And she was a rocket ship from there.
Kevin was great on the defense. We watched the stage battle there. At a certain point, you were trying to back the tires. If the stage was a little longer, do you think that would have played a factor, or would you have maybe, or did you save maybe a little bit too much trying to get up there?
Yeah, a little bit of both. I mean, I wish I would have had more time to maybe set him up for something. I don't know if you saw it or not, but I had set him up there. Oh, I don't know when it was, earlier in the race, through 3 and 4. I kind of followed him through the high line, and I knew that, just like at Richmond, he was on that high line, and that's where he was going to stay. And I knew if I was going to have to pass him, for one, I'm going to have to race him harder and
Right.
tighter. Him and I have talked about that, and he knows there's no, I'm not trying to wreck him or nothing, but it's if I want to win this championship, it's, I'm just going to have to race him tighter. And that's what, I was trying to set him up for something, and just happened we never needed it. But it's definitely going to be interesting the rest of these next 2 races.
We go to Darlington, where you got to save your stuff. That's a track. It's tough. This was kind of tough to pass in some parts, but next week's going to be even tougher because of just how corner exit is, and if you get on the long green flag run, it's going to be a master class of who's going to be able to make moves. So Darlington is, that's going to be. It'd be a great race. It's going to be interesting to see what happens.
Yeah, I think qualifying is going to be massive. And I don't know what it is with these cars, but I'd say clean air is almost as important in these cars as it is in the Cup cars. Now, it's not as big in the corners, with a Cup car. If you're following somebody, you're aero tight, but with these cars, you can still turn them, but you're just so much faster out in front with clean air. I mean, it's just, I didn't feel like I was running the car that hard there at the end, and like I was just trying to manage the gap, and it's just, I don't know, it's just something about that update that they did to this car that it's just clean air, you know. So whoever gets the pole, they're going to be in the catbird seat, you know, for Darlington, especially with how hard it is to pass.
Could be insane. Then we go to a big track at the end of this one. And, I mean, by point standards, you're going to be racing for a championship, right? But it is about finding your how do I put it? Finding the momentum. Now you lead in league wins for this season. That's 5 for you on the season. Um, you know, and I think it goes to say that, you know, no win is ever secure. And tonight it just shows.
Yeah, you know, I don't know if Kevin even knows this or not, but I've actually never beat him this season, and I think all of his wins, but except for last week's, I finished second, and I was trying to pass him for the win. So um, that kind of right there has kind of got me a little a little nervous. The simple fact that I don't like I don't declare that I beat him tonight. I mean, yeah, I come out in front of him in the pits, you know, but I didn't pass him under green, and so far I've shown that I can't do that yet. So it's going to be a crazy battle with him, and um, next week's going to be super important, though. You know, to have how many points you have going into California. You know, I mean, you know, you figure that the winner of the race is probably going to win the championship, but that's not always true. You know, it's just depends on stage points and stuff like that. So it's just going to be interesting.
Yeah, I'll have to ask because I thought that the 8 drivers that race at Fontana is going to be just whoever finishes ahead. So I'll have to ask about that because I think that it's just a straight up race. I mean, you're going to have a stage, but it's more like all right, take a break. You're going to have a stage to go out there and run hard for the rest of it.
Well, that makes sense. I didn't think about that. That's a good point. I think that's how last year's was actually. Maybe I don't remember, but if it is, that makes it, you know, that's even different. That's kind of, then it's kind of go for it. You know, I mean, you know, who can run the fastest, the longest is going to win. And I tell you what, I won't be surprised you see some 5-6 wide at California. You know, and that's what it's good for. And you know, I'm pumped that it's there for the championship race.
Rachel and Skylar have a personal message. Tell Tyler the whole family, his mom, sister, and his brother, Skylar, all say great race. We loved watching them race each week, and tell them to let someone else win some races too. 5 wins is a lot. No. He's got 2 more to try to go after. That's what I'll say for this season. Then you know, if we have a second the next season, then you know, then it's more then. And it's just, you know, going after it. So, but Tyler, congratulations. Your family's out there supporting you. I was rooting for Kevin to get back up here and battle. I was a Kevin Weaker fan today. But I'm also a fan all day long. So we appreciate everybody and we appreciate you, sir. Man, good luck in the rest of it. Good luck in the rest of your races. You guys didn't get to race on Friday. You know, we got a full week of racing ahead of us this next week.
Yeah, I'm really hoping that I got this. We just bought a new house and moved, and I hope my rigs are finally done, and hopefully things are kind of ironed out and going to calm down, and I can get back to racing on Friday nights because I sure do miss running with those guys. But yeah, just thanks to everybody. Thanks for watching, Mom, Dad, Skylar, Rachel, Jennifer, my sister. You know, just everybody. I don't think about it really during the race. You know, I mean, I try to keep it in the back of my mind. You know, try to put a show on for them. But you know, it's cool. Last year I didn't really have anyone watch. You know, I tried getting some people to watch and no one really would. So it's cool. It makes a big difference. It makes me feel good. So um, also want to give a quick shout out to Robert Dudley. You know, he got into me last week, and you know, he reached out after the race and apologized. And this week he let me go every time I got to him. You know, and finally I keyed up and said, "Hey man, I'm not gonna wreck you. You know, it's this race." And um, you know, but that was just cool because I was pretty hot, you know, after that happened. And so just, you know, just thanks to him for the shit, for, you know, saying sorry and just racing me clean tonight. So Got to thank Chopp'N Up Media Podcast, Duff Farm LLC, and of course you over at Signature Esports. We appreciate what you do, sir, and you're the best in the business.
Keep trying to be. Don't tell anybody though; they might want to take me away.
No, I don't think so, man. I think if you ever had an open day on your schedule, I'm sure some league would come knocking.
Well, Thursdays are open, folks. Come on and knocking. So, but we'll see. I think Chop might want to do the Dirt Series on Thursdays. I don't know. I'm up in the air about it. So we're trying to work through it. It's the time of year where everything renews. It's very awkward that a couple of the start times for the leagues are actually beyond what happens during the wintertime. Usually in the fall and the winter, it's like, all right, we're going. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Kind of, it's unique. This is a unique business to be in.
I hear that, man. I might be switching jobs here soon, and my start date would be way later. I got to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning now to go to work, and tell you what, I told my dad today, I said, man, if I get this new job and my start dates is, later, I said, I will be league racing every single night of the week I can. So, that would be pretty cool because I definitely want to league race more, and I'd love to run everything Chop Shop has. That'd just be awesome.
They got a huge series. It's a ton of fun, and as much talent is in this, I'm telling you, across the field, across every series that they run, they've got a ton. They've got a ton of talent everywhere. I mean, just look at it. Nathan Bigart. That's just one of the names. Eric Schaefer, Brendan Banks, Stryker, John Hammond. All those guys, ton of talent, and everybody in this series, ton of talent to be able to race each other as clean as they did. So it was an absolute blast, man. Tyler, I'll let you go, man. Go get some rest and go look at the rest of your races.
Thanks, man. Have a good week, and God bless.
That's Tyler Lemon coming home in Victory Lane. We'll throw him down there with Mr. Joe. Let's talk to the Blake man, the Dudley man, the deadliest of the second deadliest of Dudleys. Coming home P2 tonight. Man, you had the lead. Caution comes out. Next thing you know, you're trying to race off pit road, and Tyler gets the jump, gets the restart. And he held on for second, man. That's what a race. You and I'm going to give you and Kevin a ton of props. You guys ran each other so clean. It was like, as I was saying it, you were doing what I was saying, and it's kind of interesting because I'm like, man, Blake's got to run him tighter. If he doesn't run him tighter up, he's never going to be able to get the turn into the corner to be able to be neck and neck with him on exit. And just every single time I was saying it, and then I was like, all right, now Kevin needs to run him tighter down on the bottom side of the line. And he did it. And I was like, man, I've never been so right about something. And except for, I thought Kevin had this one, but you guys did a great job saving your tires. Walk me through it, man. P2 finish. This was a great end to the race.
Yeah, that was a man. If I could do it again, I would. I love this race. It was so fun racing with these guys up there. Tyler Lemon, Winker, Joe. My dad got up there for a little bit. But yeah, whenever he came out in front of me after that pit stop, I was like, goodness. I need to get better with maintaining my pit speed because they're pretty good.
Some of the best ways that drivers win races is through pit road, whether that's a green flag pit stop or just being able to flirt with the line of what's fast and what's not, right?
Yeah, but it's always nervous coming up to your actual pit stop. You don't want to overshoot it a little bit.
Yeah,
I was trying to throughout the race. I was trying to harass Winker a little bit, get him to burn out his tires. I said, no, he was one of the faster ones here, and I thought he was going to take her home today. But Tyler Lemon, he's quick on them long runs.
A whole different ball of wax, right? Like you have to flirt with being fast, but then you also have to, look back and say, am I going to be good on the long run? Because on a track like this, it became a multi-groove track. I talked about it early in the pre-race that this track often shows up as a multi-groove race line. But sometimes it just it nets the bottom of the racetrack. Tonight we saw multi-groove and we saw battles and we saw different styles of racing kind of formulate, but it really seemed like aero was the biggest downplay to this racetrack.
Yeah, I was flirting with different laps throughout the race. I couldn't find which one was the faster one. I know Kevin Winker, he was going the mid to high line out of 3 and 4, and he just seemed to get so much momentum in the front straight. But and then I would do that, and then Tyler Lynn would come up underneath me and just run right by me. So I could not find the proper line to save my butt. But I had a good time tonight, and had a great time with some of these top 5 guys.
You know, it's always a blast. It is a blast. I like seeing it. Like seeing what happens. Like seeing what the race will produce. And today was one of those days. Blake, as always, a pleasure. I know you're working on a championship run as well. Auto Club will be insane to watch for sure. But brother, this one goes to Darlington next week. Give a shout out to P2 Fetish. A fantastic day.
Thank you, I appreciate that, brother. Shout out to Chop Shop. Those guys letting me join. Obviously, hopefully I can. They'll have me next season. Dove LLC, Admin Box, and obviously second and then streaming. Signature Esports. Appreciate you doing this every weekend for us. And my pops Tyler was having a hard time this race, but hopefully he can squeeze a little better one next race. And then my beautiful wife, she's not here right now. She's off doing some charity work, but I always love watching her, or excuse me, she's always watching me and cheering me on, making me nervous. So yeah, that's about it. Thanks, boss.
That's a good way to be, you know. Make sure she knows, because you can be like, look, I always think of you, bam, right here in the stream. Boom. This random guy who streams our iRacing has proof all day long, every day. That's the bro code. Anyway, Blake, much love, man. We'll see you soon, okay?
All right, have a good night. Also, shout out to Nancy.
There you go. There you go. You too, brother. That's Blake Dudley coming home. Shout out to Nancy, of course, which is Robert's fiance. Love to see it. And Snake Man. Much love to Snake Man. Last but not least, Mr. Joe Hudson coming home P3 tonight, as you were a hard charge there at the end as well. Man, you needed that thing just to run green. That last caution was detrimental. But what a great job saving your tires. Watching you fall back, I was like, I know what Joe's doing.
Yeah, I was hoping to, I kept getting a little better each run. That stage break, I was like, my right front was gone after 40 laps. So if you usually just get behind Tyler and just try to use him as like a rabbit, you'll have plenty of tire left. And he was going a little bit harder than I wanted to there at the end. We were if we'd have went green that last run, it would have been 55 so laps, something like 50. It'd have been more than the stage. And when we pitted, I was still had like 80 on my right front, but I was the 3rd or 4th place car all night, and that's where we ended up. So pretty happy. It was fun. Good racing there at the end with Blake. I was coaching him there. It was like, come on, man, go in there, bump him a little bit. Go on, bump him. But he obviously didn't get the message.
He didn't give him a full send momentum, right? That's what.
That's what we were just talking about. I mean, that's the beauty of this league. Everybody races. Everybody knows how everybody races, and it's clean. I was really surprised we had any cautions. So, but it was fun Saturday night.
What matters? If you're not having fun, you're doing this for the wrong reason. Well, that to win races. I mean, I guess winning is part of that too.
Yeah, I don't. Had it stayed green, it'd been tough to get by them. I mean, our lap times, one lap, my monitor would show I was a 10th faster, then they'd be a 10th faster, and then I think the clean air was. Tyler even said it was worth a lot there, and I mean, I don't know. I think I still ran the fastest lap of the race, and I was in 3rd spot, but I would have liked to have took my chances with clean air just to see what it would have been. But third's better than fourth, not as good as second.
You know, I can agree. I can attest. But a magical day. I say magical day. No, it was a good night. Good race. There's a lot to be said about this racetrack. Going to Darlington. We've got 2 races left in the season. Saturday nights have been just an absolute how do I call it? It's a spitball of racing, right? You get out there. Everybody has grown accustomed to each other over the course of the last couple of weeks, and there's the last couple of months. I say a couple of weeks. The last couple of months, 3 or 4 months of just everybody figuring not just the race line out, but figuring out the drivers. And as we get closer, we're seeing the racing just pick up. I mean, of the drivers that were on the lead lap, all 13 of them, even through try to run that last little bit. I mean, we're still staying within 3 or 4 seconds of each other.
Yeah, it's a great group of guys. Very, very fortunate that one of my friends found this league and put me on it, because this is some of the most fun I have all week on Saturday nights out here.
Ton of fun. And then I hear you started your own version of the same kind of thing on Thursdays.
Yeah, we're giving it a 10-week trial. Set the server up wrong last week. We did group qualifying at Daytona, which put some cars up front that weren't used to starting up front. Somebody missed a shift on, so we didn't even make it through the trioval before we wrecked. And but the overall goal that Joey and I, the vision is to get it like this. I know we only had like 16, 17, 18 cars, but if we can get it to where the racing is this good, and just the respect that everybody has for each other, that's all that makes it fun. I mean, even though our race Thursday had way too many cautions, there was nobody at any time that jumped into comms MFing anybody, or and that's great. I mean, that's all. We're all competitive, but we got to respect each other, and we get the respect, the racing will come around.
Good. I like it. I like hearing that, Joe. I did watch the broadcast last night because, of course, Bollinger had mentioned something about it, and I talked to the Chop Shop guys, and I saw the link up in my broadcast link section, so I was like, oh, well, let's go take a look at it. Another league to check out. You got nothing going on Thursday, so there you go. But I like that there's some crossover from Chop Shop to Sim 500 and vice versa, Sim 500 over here in Chop Shop. It's one big family, and no matter where you get your racing start, allegiances should be with drivers who feel comfortable around each other, regardless of what the name is on the title.
Well, I'm still a firm believer that the higher the I rating, the bigger the ego, and we get people right around this level, and it just seems like they respect each other more. If somebody's faster, they're like, well, I'll let them go and either catch them in a few laps, or they caught me for a reason. You get up there with some of those higher I ratings, and they just want to race you, and run them down from 5 seconds in 5 laps. They race you. It's a respect thing to me. It's just none of this is not putting any of us in a different tax bracket, and it just makes it more fun. I mean, just the attitude. I can't stress enough. That's probably been the most enjoyable thing with Chop Shop. It doesn't matter if I win or I run 15th. The camaraderie, and nobody really getting mad at anybody or yelling at them over the radio. It just it makes it a whole lot more enjoyable.
I agree. It makes the racing fun to call too, because then it's all personality, right? And I get to focus on driving styles than rather what I hear behind the scenes, and I like that. I like that kind of. It's vintage racing to me. That's the way I see it. But Joe, a P3 finish tonight, brother. I'm gonna let you give your shout outs. You're an amazing human being, and we appreciate you still trying to keep sim racing going out there every week.
Well, I appreciate everything you do, and I wished I could talk to you more. I wish I could talk to you first instead of third, but maybe one day. But you do a phenomenal job with the broadcasts. I go back and watch all your broadcasts, whether it's for Chop Shop or what you do for us at Sim 500, and you're great at what you do. Everybody, we're both both organizations are fortunate to have you. Both organizations are well run, well organized, and look nothing, look forward to nothing but going full steam ahead. So
Mm.
thank you so much to everybody.
Joe, I will see you Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday. I'll see you Wednesday. You enjoy your night, sir. This was an absolute blast to be able to call.
Yeah, I appreciate your coverage. You gave me some good coverage last Wednesday. I just needed about 2 more gallons of gas. I'd have been okay.
No,
But
I know. I was, I was like, does he? Can he? Maybe. No, he's going too hard.
there was no way I could have saved that much. They would have caught me, but I knew I was short all along. But it was still fun to lead.
Yeah, but you know what? A caution could have come out at any time. And guess who's sitting pretty?
Yeah, well, it didn't. But
I
I
know.
still finished 11th, so that wasn't terrible.
No, no. It was a good race. It was a good race, and it was good ending to something that could have been,
Yeah,
demonstrous.
yeah, you had a heck of a finish there to call between Tyler and Shieldhouse. I couldn't believe Tyler got back by him.
Couldn't either. I was at a stapled shock, but it worked, man. It was crazy. It was a good run. Good run.
Well, we'll see you then.
I I appreciate you, Joe. And
Hey, be
yeah,
safe. Go shine up all those Emmys you've won for broadcasting. Don't want any of those getting dull up on the shelf. All right.
you know what? We need to do like a Siggy award or something like that. You know what I mean? They call it an Emmy. I'll call it a Siggy. Find a way to make some kind of award for something here. Not for me, but for everybody else. I care more about the leagues and the drivers and the content we put out than just little old me. That's for sure. But that's what it
Well,
is.
I'm not blowing smoke up your tail or nothing, but you do a heck of a job. You're phenomenal. So appreciate it, and I'll catch up with you later on.
All right, Joe. We love you. Appreciate you, man.
Thanks. See ya.
That's Joe Hudson coming on the P3. And last but not least, thank you to everybody out there. Tyler Lemon gets the big old W here tonight. We have 100 times multiplier because yours truly. I was like, let's make sure we're dropping. Let's enjoy. Let's get a little cool thing going on. Budgie landed. And I now have landed. Did it to myself. So it happens. It happens a lot. So thank you very much to everybody for being out there. Check back with the marathon, of course. We'll keep things rolling forward. Thank you to iRacing. Again, if you haven't tried out NASCAR 25 on your console, whether it's Xbox or PlayStation, Xbox Series X or S or your PlayStation 5, it has been released for those who have gold access. I want to thank, of course, those individuals who have helped me get a copy of it, which I thank them very much. And of course, and always, we appreciate iRacing as a platform as a whole, whether it's a game studio or, of course, a platform where we get to get out here and sim race. Tomorrow we have our Sunday Fun Day series, and the AMP Racing begins their playoffs. And then we're going to get right down into the nitty gritty of things and have some fun with it. So, massive thank you to Chop for being with me for 5 years or 4 years and counting. And I want to thank them very much. But we're getting ready to crown a champion. And no doubt that on the back of their mind, there's a lot going on to be able to continue sim racing. Stryker and John I've known for a hot minute. And they're good human beings. And as Joe said, not blowing smoke up their butts, but we consider them friends. And we're a little older, so we're like brothers from another mother. You know what I mean? So I love them. I appreciate them. Thank you to, of course, Dove Farms LLC. Make sure you check out the links in the description for Dove, and if you need any some hauling, I mean, the man does it. So go give him some love. Thank you to everybody for being out there. Much love to everybody. Keep being awesome, and keep making sure that you're saving the tatas. Thank you to all the women out there that help our lives run, whether it's our mothers or significant others, sisters, cousins, no matter who they are. Make sure that you remind them this is a good month to be able to schedule the mammograms and get out there and get checked. Early detection is the best detection. And that is according to not just me, that is according to your major, I mean, everybody, every doctor will tell you that. So, including, I mean, I want to thank Dr. Amy Butler for putting it out to me, and Dr. Sheila Brown, who's been a godsend to me. So those two ladies, those two doctors have been absolutely detrimental in my journey through cancer. And get detected early, folks. It's if you have it, you want to know about it so you can get it taken care of as fast as possible. I promise. Much love to everybody. We're going to stay live on Twitch, of course, as we always do. Be good, be safe, be kind of the most important factor of life, and we'll see you soon. Peace.